Rightfully so, the last 3 weeks. I had a couple real poor performances. This is an important week for us. We really stuck together. We had some good conversations about what it's going to take to get this W and be standing here and have this feeling right now, which is a great feeling, to be back in first and kind of control our own fate from here.
Green Bay had a major division win at the Vikings, 30-13. Teddy Bridgewater was under immense pressure all day, and the Packers bottled up Adrian Peterson. James Jones and Eddie Lacy reemerged as threats. Stephen A., are Aaron Rodgers in the pack back?
Well, I wouldn't say they're back. They were a bit sloppy. There was some communication, some miscommunications. Watching them on the field. Plus, they've got some injuries. Obviously, they lost an offensive lineman yesterday, at least for a little while. I still saw James Jones drop a pass. I still saw Randall Cobb drop a couple of passes, even though James Jones had a big day. What was it? 109 yards on 6 receptions, including a 37 yards catch. Had a touchdown as well. I was very pleased in terms of them stepping up. I thought their defense was sensational yesterday, limiting Adrian Peterson to 45 yards, neutralizing Teddy Bridgewater, sacking him about 5 or 6 times. I was happy on that level. If that defense can play like that, and they can get their running game going, which they did because Eddie Lacy returned, had 100 yards rushing, averaged about 4.5 yards a carry. That's the ingredient to Green Bay's success. When you don't have a running game and you have the miscommunication because the absence of Jordy Nelson elevates Randall Cobb, obviously, and forces James Jones and Devontae Adams to step into the mix and really be on a cohesive level with Aaron Rodgers. If you don't have your running game, that's more difficult to do. But then when people are moving the ball all over the field and elevating the level of urgency and elevating the level of importance as it pertains to making sure you avoid making mistakes, those are the kind of things that get Green Bay in trouble. Green Bay won this game yesterday. As much as a bad man as Aaron Rodgers was, as much as I love that 27-yard touchdown catch, touchdown pass to Jones on the sideline. I mean, right in the corner, near the corner of the end zone. That was a spectacular throw on a scramble by Aaron Rodgers. As much as I love that bad man that he is, they won this game because they ran the football effectively, and they won this football game because their defense showed up and played lights out, and Minnesota didn't appear to be ready. They're a good team. We know we're both very, very fond of Zimmer. But in the end, Adrian Peterson was neutralized. Teddy Bridgewater is still in his 2nd year. He ain't on that level yet. He's not a game changer for you. And Green Bay's defense just played at a very, very elite level. That was more of a reason why they won the game instead of Aaron Rodgers himself. I would say to you, I wouldn't say they're back, but I would say to you that they're obviously atop the NFC North. They're still a team to be reckoned with because if their defense could play like that against anybody, Green Bay could make some noise.
By the way, on Teddy Bridgewater, I like him. I've just never loved him. And I don't know if he'll ever be that dude, that guy who can win that game in that division. There's just something I just don't love about him. And again, under North Turner, North's worked minor miracles with him. He's getting the most he can get out of Teddy. And again, you're right, 2nd year, it's probably unfair to make this, even put him in the same sentence with Aaron Rodgers.
Got it.
But to me, I'm with you. In the end, I sat back from that game and I said, one team knows how to win these big division games because it's been doing it for a long time. This other team at home was not ready to win a big division game against that team at that moment in this season.
Got it.
And once you take Adrian Peterson, your one big superstar player who's been playing at a superstar level, but as high a level as you've ever played at before, all of a sudden the game falls back into Teddy Bridgewater's hands. Green Bay's going to win that game. Now, it took 5 field goals of 42 yards or longer, the last one 52, to completely ice it. That's pretty good kicking, so I got to give that up to Green Bay. But in the end, Aaron Rodgers finally, for the first time in 3 weeks, started getting outside the pocket. So as much as I love Mike Zimmer as a defensive mastermind, I'll go that far, you just can't let Aaron out. If you let him out, he operates much better on the run than he does standing, trying to read, trying to find. And he admitted at Carolina, I flinched, I got scared, and we're seeing him flinch more in the pocket. You just have to build walls outside the pocket. Just don't let him out. The throw you talked about to James Jones, what was happening on that throw? Scrambling. All of his big throws yesterday. Another one up the sideline to James Jones. He's scrambling on the fly and does this little side flip.
But see, this is where your slickness comes in. Because you see, we're talking to somebody, and Skip Bayless has been covering the NFL for over 40 years. You know this game. And so I know when you're lying on purpose just to try to, I'm going to explain how. Here's the deal.
I didn't catch this
Here's
one.
the deal. I'm going to catch him. I'm going to catch him. No, I'm going to catch him right now.
Right.
Skip knows this. You can't disrespect this man by talking about he's flinching too much in the pocket. Skip, you're a quarterback. If guys are not open, that's your problem. That's your problem. When I see Aaron Rodgers flinching, I see a guy hesitant to throw the football because his guys aren't gaining separation. And I've seen him where all you need is a foot, and this dude will fling it up in there. He's Aaron Rodgers. So if he's sitting up there and he's hesitant, it's because you're showing the lack of a propensity to get open. And we're talking about James Jones with Randall Cobb with Devontae Adams. Yeah, James Jones had a good game yesterday. Randall Cobb, what did he have? 2 receptions for 24 yards. This is Randall Cobb. Okay, so I'm just saying.
By the way, you missed the key stat there.
What did I miss?
Aaron Rodgers threw 9 balls to Randall Cobb 9 times, and he caught 2 of them because they are playing football in parallel universes. He's in this world, Aaron Rodgers, and he's in this other world over here, and the twain will not meet.
That's fair.
And sometimes he hits him in the hands and he drops it, and sometimes he just flat out misses it.
But see, to me, when I see Aaron Rodgers, it's rare that I see him missing. That's why I got so much
I thought he missed way more than he usually misses yesterday.
I'm saying to you that I think that it's a product of those receivers running wrong routes, miscommunicating, dropping passes, etc. That will cause you to flinch. I don't think it's the pressure. You know, them applying pressure, him fearful of being sacked. I think it's guys not getting open. That's what I mean when I say you're not being completely honest, because you know well enough to know the difference. You know that Aaron Rodgers, if you're a quarterback and you back there and guys can't get open, you know what? What do you say? Eat it, as opposed to turning the ball over. And that's what you got to avoid.
So you're telling me that he is scrambling his receivers open on broken routes? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah. Did you not see that? I saw that at least 2 occasions yesterday.
Well, it seems like that's all they got now. So my point is, for Minnesota's sake, you cannot let him loose. If you let him loose, he's going to hurt you. Because James Jones, I got to say, I know he's bounced around this league. He is as good a clutch, key catch receiver as there is in football right now. Right now, every time I look up, he's making a big catch, a hard catch, a tiptoe catch, a straight over the shoulder. He almost fumbled the ball before he went to the ground, but he caught it catch. Well, that's saving this team. He saved this team yesterday. Listen, I'm going to bring this up because you used to ridicule me Monday after Monday after Monday. Tim Tebow can't even complete 50% of his passes. Well, neither can Aaron Rodgers. He was below 50 again yesterday. That's terrible. That's not Aaron Rodgers.
Wait a minute. Again,
that's 16 of 34.
Yeah, but on the season, he's completing just 61% of his passes. Tim Tebow can't even get in that vicinity, so stop it. That's number 1. Number 2, and more importantly, Skip Bayless, Aaron Rodgers has 3 interceptions on the season. He's thrown 1 interception in the last 5 games. Number 3, since 2011, when he threw 6 interceptions, that would make 5 seasons. Aaron Rodgers hasn't thrown double digits in interceptions. I'm telling you right now, he's one of those guys, he's not turning the ball over. So he's going to throw it away, he's going to try to zip it in there, or he's going to take the sack. Usually when you have a quarterback this elite, putting up the numbers that he has put up throughout the years. He is sitting here right now as the reigning league MVP, by the way.
I have no idea how, but that's another discussion. Tony Romo should have run away with that.
I would say to you 38 touchdowns and 5 interceptions sounds about right to me. But my point to you is Aaron Rodgers, these guys ain't getting open. It's not panicking in the pocket. It's recognizing that guys ain't open.
Yeah, and what happened on the last throw at Carolina when Randall Cobb came wide open and Aaron Rodgers said, I got scared. I saw something and I got scared. That's what he said. I didn't make that word up.
That's right.
I got scared. He missed a lot. It was pitch and catch.
You're never going to let him live that one down for saying it. Never should have said it.
I didn't say it.
The only interceptions he's thrown in 2 months. And that's Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless.
I see tap dancing better than the late, great Gregory Hines from Aaron Rodgers.
In that regard, go ahead and use it against him.
Yeah.
I'll let you
47% of his passes. 47%? Am I getting this wrong? 47% he completed against the Vikings?
You're accurate.
Yeah, but you did mention Tim Tebow in the same breath as him.
Well,
you know, so, I mean, the guy that you love so much ain't even in the league. This guy's a reigning league MVP.
Tribute to Mike McCarthy because he finally got serious and said, Aaron, we cannot throw a franchise-high tying 61 passes. Remember against Detroit? They lost to the Detroit Lions at Lambeau Field last week, and Aaron Rodgers threw it 61 times. So he said, we're going to take the game out of your hands somewhat, and we're going to put it in the hands of Eddie Lacy, whoever gets hot at running back, okay? So they had 34 passes and 34 rushes. That'll work.
Yep, and Eddie Lacy more than doubling AP's yards in that pass rush.
When you're throwing the ball.
Certainly came through as well.
You get the other team the ball with more time on the clock. You're going to wear your defense down that way. Mike McCarthy probably took that into consideration as well.
Looks to me like Aaron's still in a little bit of a slump, but that's just me.
Speaking of Aaron being scared of the Panthers, we'll see if Skip's scared of them. The Panthers are 10-0 and the Cowboys are 3-7, but Dallas is favored in their Thanksgiving Day matchup. What is going on here? Eric Allen will join us to offer his thoughts on Cam versus Romo. Can't wait for this one.